Welcome back. And staying with action from the political spectrum, even as the TNCC heads towards the polls in an uncomfortable position, the party head did make a few last-minute revisions to the list of candidates. Now, they announced 3 fresh names that will contest the polls. Representing the party in Ramanathapuram will be Hassan Ali. K. Senthil Kumar will contest from Turupur. And the third name that has been that of Kanchi G. Mathialagan, who will fight from Poonamali. Meanwhile, also a part of this last-minute revision was the list of last-minute replacements. Now, Dr. E.S.S. Raman will contest from Tirutani instead of Sada Sivalingam. Meanwhile, Magpal John has replaced Hasina Syed in Krishnagiri. And finally, Kolachal will see J.G. Prince replacing C. Robert Bruce. Well, and the tensions appear to be brewing within the TNCC camp even before the polling begins. Now, the appointment of Jayanti Thangabalu, the wife of TNCC chief from the Mylapore seat, has angered a large section of the cadres. Now, this morning, nearly 500 Congress workers voiced their resentment in a protest right outside KV Thangabalu's residence. Now, this outcry was only the latest in a series of protests that have expressed anger at the appointment of Mrs. Thangabalu. Now, just yesterday, in fact, party workers went ballistic at the Satyamurthy Bhavan, burning effigies of TNCC chief and his wife. Meanwhile, Thangabalu has denied all the charges and said that the candidate was selected by the All India Congress Committee.
சட்டமன்ற தேர்தலுக்கு திரு ஜெயந்தி தங்கபாலுங்கிற வேட்பாளருக்கு மேல அறிவிச்சிருக்கு. அவங்களுக்கு தொகுதிக்கு எந்தவித சம்பந்தமும் இல்லைன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நாங்க 2 நாள் தொடர்ந்து போராட்டம் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். எங்க போராட்டத்தை அலட்சியப்படுத்தாம டெல்லி மேலிட ரொம்ப பொறுமை காத்துட்டு இருக்கு. தங்கபால் அது கேட்டதை சொல்றாரு. அவங்க 25 வருஷமா உறுப்பினரா இருக்காங்க, அந்த ஒரு தகுதி போதுங்கிறாரு. அப்ப 30 வருஷமா உறுப்பினர்கள் ஒரு குறைஞ்சபட்சம் ஒரு கவுன்சில் சீட் வாங்கி கொடுத்து இவர் ஒரு பொன்னாட்டுக்கு எம்எல்ஏ சீட் வாங்கி கொடுத்துருக்கணும். இது மூலியமா மயிலை தொகுதி எழுந்திருக்காங்க சார்பா அவருக்கு எந்த விதமான சப்போர்ட் அந்த கேண்டிடேட் அளிக்க மாட்டோங்கிறது ராகுலுக்கு நாங்க கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 2000 நந்தி அமைச்சிருக்கோம்.
Meanwhile, the city police have registered FIRs against 20 disgruntled Congress party workers who went on a rampage at the Congress headquarters on Thursday. And reportedly, Satyamurthy Bhavan was stormed and ransacked by over a dozen congressmen who were displeased over the tickets not being allotted by the party high command to supposedly deserving candidates for the April 13 assembly polls. Now, window panes and glass partitions of several rooms on the first floor of the building and the conference room were damaged by the furious party workers. Now, acting on the complaint, the city police registered FIRs against 20 congressmen under 7 sections that include unlawful assembly, armed with deadly weapons, causing damage to property and threatening. Now, a special team headed by the Anna Sala inspectors are in search of the accused. And well, after drumming up loud cries aimed at the Election Commission, Captain Vijay Kant has been finally allotted the drum symbol for the upcoming polls. Now, the Election Commission relented after the captain rallied hard for this symbol. But the captain may not enjoy reading the fine print of the Election Commission's move. The Commission has slapped the condition that this is only a one-time exception, which means that for the next elections, the party will have to reapply for the same. Now, just to remind our viewers, the plea by the DMDK for a symbol allocation was rejected earlier by the Supreme Court, which then directed the Election Commission to take up the matter. And well, it's not just the parties who find themselves in overdrive ahead of the elections. The Election Commission is, as some would say, putting the pedal to the metal for informing the voters about various initiatives. Now, to help the elections register in the public mind, posters are being put up on hospitals, banks and bus stands. Now, meanwhile, members of the youth are being encouraged to exercise their right to vote. In fact, to this end, the Commission has also released a video featuring prominent personalities. Now, voter slips are also slated for distribution within a matter of few days. These slips can also be used instead of electronic photo ID cards. Now, apart from this, the body has said that the opinion polls will be allowed only till the evening of 11th of April, while exit polls will be banned from the morning of 4th of April till the evening of 10th of May. Now, meanwhile, to curb malpractices, the Commission has been conducting flash checks and has secured 20 crore rupees.
Any political party can promise a platform to the people on which they want the people to vote. So as of now, there is nothing in the law which says that political party cannot promise any legal thing. So that is a promise given to people based on which people are going to vote. So that is it. So that doesn't come under the Election Commission purview as of now. Any government has to perform for 5 years. So what they are going to perform for 5 years, they are telling upfront. There is nothing wrong in telling upfront what we are going to do now, instead of not promising and doing it later.
And well, it's time now for a special segment, If I Win. This is where we get you closer to your potential leaders for tomorrow. And well, beginning first with the DMK at this point. And now, despite the Deputy Chief Minister Stalin deciding to move away from Thousand Lights, the DMK has assigned Stalin's right-hand man to fight from this seat. He appears to be fairly confident while announcing a range of measures that he has in mind for this constituency. Now, empty promises or comforting assurances, it's your call to make.
I am Hassan Mohammed Jinnah, DMK candidate for Thousand Lake constituency. I have been announced for contesting from Thousand Lake constituency. If I win from Thousand Lake constituency, I will definitely implement all the schemes which have been formulated by the government. And I have so many plans for the betterment of the Thousand Lake constituency. I will make it the Thousand Lake constituency as a model constituency of the state.
Well, Stalin's right-hand man has quite a few initiatives and measures in mind for Thousand Lights, but Karnanidhi had a thing or two to say about the Election Commission, perhaps his views. Let's take a look.
எதிர்க்கட்சியாக இருக்கின்றவர்களை ஆள விட வேண்டும் என்கின்ற எண்ணத்தோடு ஒரு தேர்தல் கமிஷன் இந்தியாவிலே இன்றைக்கு இயங்கிக் கொண்டிருக்கிறது. காரணம், அந்த கமிஷனிலே இருக்கின்ற உறுப்பினர்கள், அந்த கமிஷனிலே இருக்கின்ற அதிகாரிகள், அவர்களுடைய போக்கு எப்படிப்பட்டது என்பதை சென்னை உயர் நீதிமன்றத்தை எடுத்து காட்டி எச்சரித்திருக்கிறது. எங்கள் அறிவியல்கள் உயர் நீதிமன்றம் எச்சரிக்கின்ற அளவிற்கு தேர்தல் கமிஷன் நடந்து கொள்கிறது என்றால் நான் உள்ளபடியே வருத்தப்படுகிறேன். தேர்தல் கமிஷன் என்றால் எந்த கட்சியிலும் இடம்பெறாத, எந்த கட்சியையும் அவர்களுக்கு வக்காலத்து வாங்காத நடுநிலையாக இருக்கின்ற ஒரு ஆணையம்தான் தேர்தல் ஆணையம். நான் இன்னமும் நம்பிக்கொண்டிருக்கின்றேன். இந்த உயர் நீதிமன்றத்தினுடைய உத்தரவுக்கு பிறகாவது இந்த கமிஷன், இந்த ஆணையம் நடுநிலையோடு பணியாற்ற வேண்டும் என்று கொண்டிருக்கின்றேன். நடுநிலையோடு இருந்து அவர்கள் பெறுகின்ற வெற்றியைத்தான் வெற்றியாக நாங்கள் கருதுகின்றோம். இல்லை என்று நடுநிலை தவறை எங்களை நசுக்கலாம் என்று யாராவது எண்ணுவார்களேயானால் அது நான் அடிக்கடி சொல்லுகிற ஒரு கதை, மாவலியினுடைய கதை. கேரளத்தில் மாவலி என்ற ஒரு மன்னன் இருந்தான். அந்த மன்னன் திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழக ஆட்சியைப் போல.
Well, you heard it for yourself. Again, sharp words coming in from the Chief Minister at this point, again lashing out at the Election Commission, making allegations of the Election Commission supporting the moves of the opposition parties. Let's move ahead now onto some national news. The Delhi section of the National Opposition Party, the BJP, held a protest outside the State Assembly and asked for a CBI probe into the revelations of the Shunglu Committee. Now, the BJP members have said that they will carry on with their protests inside the House as well as until the government accepts their demand and orders a CBI probe. Well, time now to take a quick look at how gold and silver prices did today. Well, the White House doors refuse entry to arguably the world's most powerful man, Obama. We'll tell you why he found himself knocking on the door in just a bit.